Hi everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. Title of this video, debt confession, the aha moments, it got you. It got you to come in. Do me a favor, stick around. Maybe hit that subscribe button. Hi, I'm Donna. I am powered by creativity, but I'm also powered by saving money. For the past few years, I have put into play a method that I call save to sink. I save money all month long. You follow me with saving money. Not only do I save it all month long, I save it on a daily basis. I do a video almost every day saving money to then sink money. Why do I do that? I'm hoping to inspire people to save money. Okay. So at the end of the month, on the last day, this envelope is pretty chunky. I then go through it. How much did I save? I have an entire notebook of what was saved in the last year and a half, right? I love pen to paper. I love to track. It's a great visual to go back to. Then on the first day of the month, so if you go look at any two videos from the last day of a month to the first day of the month, you're going to see where this money actually gets sunk to. I sink it into sinking funds. Now, here's a little old school throwback, right? I have a ledger that I'm gonna share with you. Was purchased at Genevieve's for $3.69 back in the 90s. I have been tracking how I save or spend or what payments were made since July of 1991. I know, take that all in. You're like, really? Yes, really. I don't know. I am a pen to paper girl, and it's something that makes me extremely happy. So, what I wasn't doing for the last few months or years was I did not focus on my debt. I focused on my savings and my sinking. I recently had an aha moment. So let's do this. Let's do this together because this is a true debt confession. I'm going to write and we're going to talk. You might want to go grab yourself a beverage of your choice because I really think that this is going to give you that aha moment that you've been waiting for. Okay. This is all about debt confession. I am a pen to paper girl, so that's what we're doing. What else is it? It is an awakening. Slash, it is for me that aha moment. They came together for me. Other thing that plays a part in this coming together is my word for 2026. 25. I'm already thinking ahead. My mind is always ahead of me. It really is. My word for 2025 is, are you ready? Accountability. And I studied this word for a few weeks leading up to 2025. And I thought long and hard about it. How can I keep myself accountable? How can I help people become accountable for themselves? Like, it's not always about me. It is what I bring to the table might resonate with someone. They might need me at that moment. What comes out of this mouth might be that aha moment. So that's what I'm hoping happens for you. Okay. These are things that I think are important. And we have a few of them. That's why I have such pretty pens out on my desk right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have a number 6. Do me a favor. Understand / look Look at it. Look at your debt. Understand it and look at your debt. You got to look at it. You got to face it. You have to write everything down. Trust me, I did a few years ago, and that was my pivotal point on getting out of debt, right? And we didn't carry a lot of debt, but any debt is debt. Anything that is you owe is debt. So let's talk about that. Okay, let's plan a repayment strategy. January of any year is a great way to look at that, right? Because we want to start fresh. But you know what? If you're watching this video in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, years ahead in 26 or 27, and this just happens to pop in, same rules apply. Take a look at your credit score. Not only your credit score, but your credit history. And that's not your credit score, that's your debt history. Okay, your debt history. Now, I have a challenge going on right now. I'm challenging people to a no spend January. Don't get scared of that term. No spend. It's needs versus want. Of course, we're going to pay money for food. We're going to pay money for gasoline. We're going to pay money for needs. What I'm asking you to do is to not spend money on wants. You might want that happy planner. You might want that cup of coffee out. You might want to buy, that blouse. That's what I'm asking you to not spend money on. So stop spending on wants. Focus on needs only. I don't think that's hard. Do it for a week. Get through that first week. Then say, I could do that a second week. I could do that a third week. Do it. Just try. And if you have that that momentary lapse of you bought something, dust yourself off and go at it again. 5, try to increase payments. How? Start doing savings challenges with me. Save to Sync. Use the Save to Sync method. Okay. Let me stop right there. Can I ask you to do me a favor? I ask you to stop, go grab yourself a notebook or a pen or paper, grab something. Go back, start this video over, and start writing this down. Why? You'd be like, what? Please, write it down. Write it down, because the moment that you write it down, it becomes real. You write this down, it's going to stick better in your head versus just listening to me. I promise you that. 6, I know I said it up here, but this is it. Face it. Face your debt. Yep. Okay. Page 1. I'm just going to show you my situation, my setup for this year. Everything you see here, I have a .com. It's Donna, poweredbycreativity.com. Everything that you see me use, it's over on that .com. So this is my setup for my financials only. I have a planner, but this is my financial workbook. Okay, if you go over to that.com, type in the word free. You're going to get a couple of free items from me. This is one of them. It's a calendar at a glance. I track my sinking funds. Do you know what sinking funds are? Sinking funds are we take our high and low priority bills and we make envelopes for them. I'm going to show you real quick. Like I said, this might be a very long video. This is my binder system 1 for sinking funds. Gonna give you just a glance. Birthdays. Everybody's got birthdays, right? You need money for birthday gifts. New Year's. I put money aside for my husband and I. Valentine's Day. We might want to go out to dinner. Easter. Mother's Day, Father's Day. You might need another gift. I have barbecues. I want money set aside for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Amazon spending, Black Friday, but these are just some of mine. Then I do have, I'm going to show you number 2, because in here I have auto registrations, I have car maintenance, we do have farm equipment, I have classic car insurance, AAA, taxes. So I break down all my expenses into sinking funds. Like I said, go watch September, October, November, December, that first video of the month, and you're going to see what I mean by sinking funds. So in here, I track my sinking funds. I did give myself quarterly goals. I did. I wrote down my quarterly goals. This is also a financial goal system that's over on my website. So in here, and I do have some of Budget with Mama Bear's stuff. Go check her Etsy store out. Sinking funds tracker. Every envelope I have, I track what is in it. When you see yellow, those are fully funded at this moment. How awesome is it to have the money in the envelope when the bill comes in? Then there is a credit card tracking. I did not fill this out yet. Why? Because that's private, and I wanted to make sure that that's not on camera. Yesterday, I did do a live with my buckets that are in my high yield savings account. Go check that video out. Then I save money every day. So I have to have a savings budget on how much I can save on a daily basis. How can I save on a daily basis? This is exactly why I have money every day to save on a video, right? Go back 3 years. Take this method. Save that money every day and start putting money into sinking funds. So when that bill comes in or that moment comes up, you go to that envelope, you take that money out, you use it for that purpose. That money that you normally would have taken out, you wouldn't have it to save. But now I have it to save because of this method. I saved it, and for a whole year, I was saving. The next year got me ahead. The year after that, I was ahead again. Now I'm into like my 3rd year. How ahead do you think I've gotten from the save to sink method? So that's why I'm able to save every day and then have a budget to do that. And I track my no spend. So if I'm not out spending money, I'm not on Amazon, I'm not at TJ Maxx, I have money to save because I used to spend money. Then I have a daily spend tracking system, right? So if that's something that you need to have a visual of where is your money going, start this. Credit card trackers. This is your daily or your monthly. You run this any way you want. Then there is a budget layout There is, for me, I have a YouTube layout. I have an income. My mortgage, I will share with you. These are called dividers. You could see all these dividers over on my.com. My mortgage. I'm so proud of this. But remember this, I'm older than most. So I'm literally at the end of my mortgage. I have $41,775 left in my mortgage. Then in here, in the loan section, I am tracking the credit card debt I have. Even though it says loans, this is where I chose to do it. Then this is where our monthly bills are, and this is where I track our monthly bills. And this is my financial book. All right, are you ready to, this is it. Hey, Donna, face your debt. Okay, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I've done it. I'm doing it with you. If you're still with me, I love to ask questions. I do. I love to ask questions within my video. I think that they are important because it is feedback for myself. What do you think of the save to sync method? Do you understand the save to sync method? Would you use the save to sync method, or are you using it? I would love to hear what you have to say. Every Sunday night, I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I call my subscribers my village. I do have memberships linked down below. On my lives, only members are allowed to comment. It's how I keep things kind of safe. If that's something that you might like to be a part of, it is, we go back to this because we help one another stay accountable. We really do. All right. I know you're here to hear my debt because everyone loves a little drama, right? Everybody loves a little drama. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 debts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're kind of in the order that I want to tackle them. Okay, but that is always subject to change. Always. So, Home Depot. Last year, we redid our master bathroom. And I actually had a decent amount of money for this. It kind of went over budget. And because Home Depot gave me 0% financing for so long, I was just like, let me take that monies and sink it. It worked, right? It got me even further ahead. If you saw, I'm going to show you. I'll show you. This is what I used last year. This is my fourth quarter, my third and fourth quarter. Do you see how many were in yellow? That is why I'm at where I'm at now, right? I'm ahead. So I let Home Depot, the loan come in, right? The credit card, and I've been paying it off. But now I'm at the point now, I was like, I just want things gone. So this is 0%. And it has $2,985 left on it. That needs to be paid off in full by August of 25. I have time, right? I do. But then I hold a Bank of America, 0%. That is at $4,700. And that is due September 25. Then we are going on a cruise. You didn't, if you're new, Donna, powered by creativity, has a cruise set up where a bunch of the villagers are going on a Disney cruise in November of this year. That's what we're doing together as a channel. I am having my maiden voyage cruise with my villagers. We are going to be on this cruise. We're going to talk budget, savings. We're going to have seminars. We're going at it. We're going at it. If that's something that you're interested in, come to the live Sunday nights, and you can ask questions. Okay, the cruise. I put a down payment on it. Now this is for myself and my husband. This is just the cruise. Remember that. So that I have not even put in, but I know I need the money. By July. I need the money by July 25, and that is $2,840. So what's going to happen? Actually, I'm going to give myself grace. So in July, I think I have the exact date, like mid-July, I've got to pay $2,840. I'm going to put it on my Disney credit card, right? So I gain rewards. And so August comes, I've got to have the money for this. I've got to have the money to pay it off in full so I don't get charged interest. This is a doable goal for me. We're going to get into all that. Then I have a mattress. My husband and I are both, he's in his 60s, I'm in my late 50s. A year ago, we got those adjustable mattresses. Best investment for us because we both have issues, right? And it definitely made an amazing positivity effect in our well-care, our self-care, our well-beings. So this carries a 0%. And would I go back and do it again? 100%. I have no regrets on buying the adjustable mattress and system. I owe $4,848.76. This is not due until April of 26. I've got time. So should this be bothering me? No, it doesn't. And it's just that I want it gone. I'm at that moment. Now, we have a F-250. This is where I struggled, or what we would call squirrel. I think it's like a 3%-ish, right? I do. And that has a 19,596.54. It was a 60-month. I still have 30 months left. Oh my God. This payment is, let me get the exact payment, right? Because I think that's an important visual. Let me grab that. Okay, Ford. Hold on. That is $628.04. Oh, here's an example. This is what I pay regularly, right? Monthly. I haven't, and this is my monthly out right now. Is it a lot? No, but it's too much if you ask me. Okay, and I think if I didn't have these, do you know how much more I can save? Oh my gosh. All right. And then we'll talk about why I feel the need to save money. Then we have an Explorer. Our car that owed us nothing went last year. I had, and the F-250 is an 8-foot bed. It's 4 full doors. It's not an everyday driver. Long stories behind that. The Ford Explorer is our regular car. We have to go back and forth to different states. We needed a reliable vehicle. This was not a want. This was a full-blown need. I don't know. I think this is about 4%. I'm going to double check this. Because I'm in my first year, I'm actually not even up with my first year. This still has $44,960.97 left on it. I don't even know what the term is. I haven't even looked at that part. This part I know I owe on it monthly. 9/18/38. That kills me. That kills me. I said in recent videos that I've always had 0% financing on auto loans. So to have financing charges, like if there was no finance charges on these, I probably would be okay with letting them roll. But it's the interest that's getting me. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to come over here. That's why this book is still out. Coming over here to loans. See, Home Depot carries zeros, right? But this is where, and so does that. This is where I studied it. And I realized that I might be paying $628, but I'm paying $111.86 in interest. When I looked at these numbers, it made me sad. It really did. And I think, and this is where I went. I squirreled, I spiraled. I was like, Donna, you can do better. You can do better. Come on, girl, you can do better. Then my last debt is our home. Like I said, we're at the end of it. It should be done by March 26. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have, and this, you're going to see this go down. And this is about, I think this is at 4. Right? This is about 4. But you have no choice because you need to live in a home. And I get that. I have $41,778.24 left in this loan. I'm super excited about this. Super excited. I'm not, this here for me doesn't exist on paper. It's what it is. Like, I don't stress about this one because I know that that's covered. And you're probably saying, why? I don't know. It's just the way my mind is allocating it. But this is where I think I'm at. If I can, let's come back to this in a second. Right? Let's come back to this in a second. I'll leave that right here as a visual. I'm putting myself into a mindset. I am. I'm putting myself into a mindset. I have notes that I'm looking at. So now you have a visual of what I owe. I'm going to get into how I'm going to pay this off in a second. I want to do this with you. Do you believe in law of attraction, manifestation, putting it into the universe, being the positive, not the negative? I could look at this and see negative, 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 negative. I look at this and see necessities, right? Necessities. And now that the necessities are complete, how can I do what I am responsible to do? Now, I want you to don't click off this video. Please stick with me. Because this is how I want to do it. I want to do demolishing debt confession. Right? And this is who I'm writing this note to. You might have a higher being that you pray to, talk to. This is who I am, and this is where I go. So for me, I am writing, Dear God, and I don't take anything away from anyone. So please don't take anything away from me. You get to do you, I get to do me. He is part of me, and this is where I'm going. I hope that you understand that. And it's okay for us to all be different. Okay. So this is me putting it into the universe for God to hear me. I see all my debt paid in full. Remember I told you before, please go get a pen and paper. Please write this down. Make it real, make it tangible. I see all my debt paid in full. It's almost like an affirmation. I give out affirmations in all my videos. We have, let me show you. I have this is my planner setup. Like I said, I have an amazing website. Go check it out. We come over here to affirmations. You type in that word free that I told you about, you get my affirmation blank sheet of notepaper. Affirmations are amazing. So you stick with what I believe and what I know works. This is an affirmation for me. I see all my debt paid in full. I see all my debt paid in full. I see all my debt paid in full. Oh, love it. So I'm going to have a few bullet points that I want to go over with you. Affirmations, throw it out there. Ready? My bills are paid in full. My credit cards are paid in full. My car loan is paid in full. My truck loan is paid in full. Ready? I see everything I have to pay for paid in full. I see my home mortgage paid in full. I will be debt free. Thank you, God. Love, Donna. This is me. This is me wholeheartedly. This is what I bring to the table. I want all of us to be debt free. I want you to conquer debt. You might not be in the same position as me. You might have more, you might have less. You might be debt free. You might be a month ahead. You might already have a year long of bills covered. You might be way above me. You might be a little bit behind me. You might just be starting out. Doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You might see my savings change. Doesn't mean that I've changed. I now have to work on this, and then I need to save for that future me that I don't even know is going to have specific bills. So I can't ever stop saving money. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Think about hitting that notification bell. Think about joining us on Sunday Night Lives. I am the full package. I don't sugarcoat things. I get stern. I get soft. I talk about my life, my family, my husband, my kids, because I truly believe they all play a part in this journey. I'm not just going to come in, throw money on the table and say, I'm saving this here, I'm doing this, and I'm fabricating numbers, or I'm making it look a certain way. What you get, what you see is what you get, and it's real, 100% real. Any one of my villagers that have been with me, maybe you all can leave me a comment down below and say something, Donna tells the truth. Donna is truthful. You know, I want that to resonate and come through in my videos. Are you ready to see where we're at? Okay. Oh boy. I'm coming over here again to my sinking funds. And I need to go to the last years because this is important. Okay. And this is what? A confession? So this is the truth. For Christmas, I had a $3,000 goal set aside for Christmas. I fully funded it. Christmas goal 2024, $3,000. I did use some of it for early Christmas gifts, right? So what was left in that account was, after I spent some of that money, Vinny and Shannon got it early, I had a balance of, confirming with my papers, my final numbers were $24.50 that I did not spend on Christmas. Christmas this year was non-traditional for us. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more of a background on us. I have a grocery budget. I have a household budget, right? I don't share everything, but for the expenses that came in December of 2024, my household monies paid for that. That meant this money was able to stay in my account. I'm now pulling this money. This money is being pulled. It is going into my checking account. If I owe $29.85 and I have the $24.50, there's a difference of $5.35, right? $29.85, right? Home Depot minus the $24.50 equals $5.35. I am going to take the monies out of my checking account. I do have buffers in my checking account, and I will replenish that buffer each month, right? There's more than that. So this $5.35 is going to come out of my checking account. And in the month of January, I plan on knocking this out. So Home Depot will be zero by January 10th. I did have to pull this monies from the high yield savings. I did it last night as a electronic transfer. I'm thinking by tomorrow it might be in there. If it's in there tomorrow, I will then take care of it. Home Depot will now be knocked out. Okay. Let's come back over here to my quarterly goals. I was gonna give it an extra $350 for Home Depot. Let's zoom in a little bit more. I was gonna give Home Depot an extra $350. I now don't have to. I gave it a little bit more than that, which is the $535. So really what I had to come up with was a couple of $100. No big deal. In February, I was already allocating $1,500 from my Save to Sink and $1,500 in March. Now let's look at Bank of America. $4,700. Right? I usually bring 2. Now I'm going to be able to bring the extra 3. So this is going to be 5. What I think I need to do is in February, I think my share is got to be 7. I think I need to take from Save to Sink 2,000. So right now, I think that this needs to change to 2,000, and March needs to be changed. See, these are goals, and it's okay to cross them out, revamp them. So here's the best. If I'm giving this 7 this month, and that's going to knock it down to 2, and I usually pay, now I have 500 here, right? For March, I only need to bring from me 500, and from the Save to Sink 1,500. And that is my first quarter goal. My first quarter goal. So let me show you this. I want to show you this. I have been using this form of this form of pen to paper for a long time. This was 2024's first quarter goals. We did go on a cruise this year. I did have a different Bank of America that got paid off. I had tires and I had others. So I was able to clear up a lot of smaller debt last year. So I want to clear it up again in the beginning of this year. So now look at this. In January, 29, is that the right number? 2985 is going to be paid in January. So that means February and March will have nothing. So even though I just wrote it here, this is what's staying in my folder. So from my checking, and then this is from Save to Sink. Checking is going to do 7. The Save to Sink will be 2,000. My checking will be 500. And my Save to Sink will be 1,500. By March, they will both be paid off. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This becomes, I will rewrite this. This will become February and this will become March. All right, I will fix that. So this is already paid for the month. So January is out for this. So I have, and this will become February and that will become March. Whoops. Okay, no big deal. I think I'm not going to worry about this until August. I think that's what's going to happen. But this is what's happening in my life. So, like I said, my scenario is different. And those of you that are with me, you know how that scenario is going to change. Let me grab my sinking fund. Okay, so my visual this year is changing for a reason. My dad passed away a few years ago, and there's a condo down in Florida that is being sold. Now, until it's actually sold and closed on, I still keep that sinking fund back here. And this is the condo sinking fund. Uh, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 561. There's $561 in here. All right. So I'm keeping this as a buffer because if it doesn't sell, there's taxes due in March of $700. If it does sell, this money now becomes extra. If that condo was to sell, it's not going to be a lot of money. We owe back money to my sister who was paying the debt. Long story short, it's going to be for me anywhere between 10 and 15. I am looking at that number, hoping that it might be that number. I don't know what the numbers are yet. With that being said, what I might do is this. These are projections and definitely subject to change. Then, in between all this, in March of 25, we need a new roof. I am almost fully funded on that. I'm good with the numbers that they are now because I do have emergency funds if I've got to grab them. But right now, I want to tackle this and still save for this. But if I have to use the emergency and the oh poop, that's okay too. I'm working the numbers. I'm hoping that when this clears, I can take this big and drop it into the balance of this principal. I want to throw it into principal. And then think about this. This could be done in the second quarter along with this. These are now going to be second quarter goals. I see these as second quarter now. Right? And then once that second quarter is done, and this could possibly be gone, sinking funds has got to become a priority again. So maybe that's how I do my work. First half of the year is debt consolidation, debt gone, gone, gone. And then I focus on sinking funds. And then I start hitting this. So for me, I definitely have my first quarter goals. That's another reason why maybe you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Because maybe each quarter you come watch. But you know what? We still have to save for the unexpected. And for me, by having the money in the sinking funds, if I ever had to pull it, I could. I was extremely nervous about this, but I honestly believe we're going to see things get crossed out. and be gone. And then we're going to tackle this one. This one, I'm going to let it ride because the interest in this that they're pulling monthly, I don't know if I have it. Let's look to see if I have that. It's going down every month. No, I'm not tracking my interest on here. That was at 4 1/4. So there's hardly any interest left because you know when you have a mortgage, they're taking all the interest up front. So basically when you get to the end of your mortgage, that's why you can see the numbers go down drastically. Poof, they start disappearing. So I am not worried about this because I see a year of it going bye, bye, bye. This was an amazing release. It really was. I think I needed this. I appreciate you being here and clicking on this. For us, I'm extremely grateful for the hindsight of not letting it last long, right? To facing it, knocking it out. You know, your home is your safe haven, and eventually it will be my home 100%. It won't belong partially to a bank. I don't care about the car and the truck. Come back and take it if you want. I don't care. You're not getting my home. So with that, I'm loving the fact that these numbers are all going down. I faced them, I looked at them, and it's working. I'm going to continually save money. I'm going to save to sink, save to sink. Saving to sink into sinking funds and saving to sink to get rid of debt. If you've been with me on this journey from the beginning, because I know there's so many of you that you had, do me a favor, drop down an OG. If you are a newbie and you're coming in on this video, let me know. Or if you'd really like, let me know how long you have been with me. A year, 6 months. Let's talk. Let's break bread. Let's have coffee together. Let's be here to help one another be accountable. There's that word. And remember this. With accountability, my secondary word is grace. Give yourself grace because I'm giving myself grace. And here's what happens. When you start this projection, your year is going to fly by. I'm telling you now. You're going to think that you're like, holy moly, where did it go? The more you track your finances, I know. If you are a saving and budget person, do you feel that by keeping this in your present moment, you feel like the months go by extremely fast? Today is Sunday, January 5th, 2025. I'm going live 7 p.m. tonight. My partner in crime is the Traveling and Savings Chief. We have an enormous village that comes out. Conversation is always going. You want to feel a part of something? Come join us. We'd love to have you. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next save video. Bye, everyone.